Okay guys, so I'm going to make a little bit of a video about my airplane engines here and what they all are and what I've got. I'm going to start to our smallest, which is our Cox Pee-wee 020. It's a rear induction engine. Fuel tank is here. It has the exhaust throttle. This engine actually runs pretty good. I did make a video a while ago. I'm going to make another one. It's got a few little bugs I got to work out. Fuel tank leaks, and I'm going to order an overhaul kit for it off eBay, which you can actually still get. And the cylinder head leaks, so that's no good. But there will be a bit of a vid about that at a later date, so keep your eyes peeled. But there it is. Obviously, as you can see, it's quite small. Pretty cute little engine though. They actually had one smaller, this one, which was called a TD010 or 010, which is half the size of an 020. So moving on, our next is a Cox 049. Excuse me for a second there, but it's a Cox 049 that I've kind of modified. It has a 6x4 prop. It has a Cox cylinder head, muffler, and an RC throttle on it. It's just a standard Cox 049 with a bunch of stuff I stuck to it, but other than that, nothing too special. But there was a running video a while ago of it, and it runs not too bad. I kind of experiment a lot with this engine, running in all sorts of weird fuel, so that's it in a nutshell. And can't remember what size prop that is. I think it's a 3x4 or something, I can't remember. Something like that. Next we move up to a diesel, and here we have the Russian MK17. This is a 0.09, so it's 1.5 cc. It's rear induction. The tall screw at the back is fuel mixture. This one's compression. Focus. And it's a pretty nice little runner, actually. It runs quite good. There's no muffler. It's 3 exhaust ports, 3 intake ports. And I believe it's a 1990, I think. Could be wrong on the date. And, well, it's pretty good. And you guys have seen videos of it before. Moving on, we have a Mars, or MAP 3, 2.5 diesel. Oh, I hate my phone, sometimes it doesn't focus. Anyways, so it's got an 8x4 prop. It is also rear induction. Diesel, no exhaust. 3 exhaust ports, just like the MK17. It's a fantastic running engine. Quite powerful. It is 2.5 cc's, or 0.15 cubic inches. I don't know what it makes for horsepower, but I know it's a real screamer in the top RPMs. It's very nice. Very easy to start. Quite reliable. And next, you guys have seen a video of this running recently. This is the MK12V. This is also another Russia diesel. All 3 of these are made in Russia. I believe that one's a 1984. This is a 1975, I think. This is also a 2.5 cc. 3 exhaust ports, just like the rest of them. Very nice performing engine. Very easily tuned. These engines. Kind of shitty thing is, if you do find a good one, they run great. And if you get another one, sometimes they run great and sometimes they're absolutely awful. Luckily I got a good one, and this one runs awesome. So, and it is currently swinging a 9x4 master air screw. It's supposed to have an 8x4 on it, but that's all I had that would fit it, because these 8x4s that I have on this engine here don't really work with this engine very well. They don't fit properly. But other than that, great performing engine. And it's old Soviet technology, just like these 3. These are all made in Russia, these ones right here. Another Russian engine we have here. This is a Raduga M7, or it's a 0.40. So it's 7 cc's. This is a really nice running engine, actually. It's a plain bearing engine, just like the Cox engines over there, so that means it has no crankshaft bearings at all. It has a central bronze bushing. I believe this was made in 1980, 79 or 80. It runs quite nice. It's a ferrous piston engine, meaning it's steel piston, just like the rest of these engines are. Or cast iron piston. And it swings a 10/6 master air screw, 10x6. And if you don't know what that means, the 10 is the length and the 6 is the pitch. So this is a 9x4, so it's 9 inches long with a 4-inch, or 4. Anyways, the pitch is 4, so you know what I mean. And we got the newest addition here, which is the Magnum XL 91, the 4-stroke. This is obviously, as you can see, much larger than the other ones. And you guys saw a video of this thing running today. It did seem like it had poor compression at first, but after a good run, it actually seemed to get much better. Let's see if I can use something to hold my phone here while I see if I can demonstrate that. It has much better compression than it did before. This engine had sat for, I believe, about 10 or 13 years, maybe a little bit longer. It was the last time it ever ran, and I don't know what year it was bought, but it is overhead overhead valve. Camshaft goes in here. The problems with it currently I'm having is the O-rings for the push rod tubes leak. Here and here they leak pretty bad, and the rocker cover is missing the gasket, which is no big deal. I found the gaskets online for fairly cheap. I also found a new set of bearings for it. I'm going to replace the crankshaft and camshaft bearings in it because, well, they turn smooth, but you know, new bearings are better than old ones, right? So, and the proper spinning here is a APC 15/6 prop, so 15x6, 6 being the pitch, 15 the length. I finally figured out why it wouldn't idle. I didn't realize this was an idle screw at first. So I opened up the throttle and tested it and turned that in a little bit so the throttle's actually opening. So every time I let off, it's not going to snap shut and shut the engine off like it was before. All I had to do is open the high-speed needle here, 2.5 turns out, and it runs pretty good at that. The low-speed needle is turned out quite far. It was actually stuck, so I managed to free it up, and now I can adjust that for a better low-end speed and idle quality. This is the crankcase vent, if any of you guys were noticing, because the 4-stroke does have a vented crankcase. This doesn't actually hook up to anything. But there she be. There's all my airplane engines there. From smallest to biggest, these 3 in the center are all 2.5s. Or, well, sorry, these 2 are only 2.5s. So we have 020, 049, 09, 15, 15, 40, 91. So that's them there. This was also made in Russia too. This is made around the same time that these engines were made. All Nixie tubes. They're pretty cool. See if it'll change for us. Oh, there it goes. A little bit of fun for later too, for Halloween. Anyways, guys, take it easy, and thanks for all your subscriptions and views. You guys are all awesome. Thanks for the likes. And talk to you guys later. Keep burning nitro, or diesel, or firecrackers. Right on, guys.